Good evening. This is the Town of Fairfax Planning Commission meeting. It's September 18th, 2025 at 7:05 p.m. at the Women's Club at 46 Park Road. This meeting is being held in person at the Women's Club, 46 Park Road, Fairfax. The meeting is also being held virtually on Zoom, and it will be broadcast on channels 27 and 99 and live streamed on the town's website and at the cmcm.tv website. How to participate in the meeting virtually: join the Zoom webinar and use the raise hand feature to provide verbal public comment. On Zoom, the webinar ID is available on the agenda posted online. By telephone, you can dial in with the telephone numbers listed online and use the webinar ID on the agenda. If you receive a busy signal, there's an alternative phone number. You may press *67 before dialing to hide your phone number. To speak during public comment time, press *9 and you'll be added to the queue and unmuted when it's your turn to speak. Before 2 p.m. on the day of a meeting, you may email written comments to the Planning Commission at planning@townoffairfax.org. Comments are provided to the Planning Commission prior to the meeting and become part of the meeting record, but are not read out loud. So we are calling the meeting to order, and can I get a roll call vote?
Swift.
Here.
Kelly.
Here.
Bela. Petrone.
Here.
Jansen.
Here.
Newton.
Here.
Chair Pfeffer.
Here. Okay. All right, we can move on to approval of the agenda. Does anybody have any?
Motion to approve the agenda. I'll second.
Okay, we'll do a voice vote. All in favor to approve the agenda?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None. Motion passes unanimously. Now I'll read the meeting protocol. The chair shall maintain order at the meetings in accordance with Robert's Rules of Order, and the Planning Commission has the responsibility to be a model of respectful behavior in order to encourage community participation and citizen input at the Planning Commission meetings. The Planning Commission and the audience are expected to refrain from using profane language and/or ridiculing the character or motive of Planning Commission members, staff, or members of the public, and to maintain the standards of tolerance and civility. Conduct. All interested persons are invited to participate in public hearings in order to give all interested persons an opportunity to be heard and to ensure the presentation of all points of view. Members of the audience should: 1, limit your presentation to 3 minutes. 2, provide your comments by email as described above. 3, state your view and concerns distinctly. And 4, submit any new documents to planning staff first directly or via email at planning@townoffairfax.org to be entered into the record. Okay. First up, we have public comment on non-agenda items. Anyone who wishes to address the Planning Commission on matters not on the agenda but within the jurisdiction of the Planning Commission may do so via email, in person, or via Zoom in the manner described in the agenda. Presentations will be limited to 3 minutes. And do we have any public comment on non-agenda items? Give a minute for anybody to raise hands on Zoom.
I see no hands online, Chair.
Okay. We'll go ahead and close public comment on non-agenda items and move on. There are no consent calendar items this evening. Our first public hearing item is 79 Wood Lane.
Okay, this item was continued from the August 21st, 2025 Planning Commission meeting and the September 4th, 2024 Planning Commission meeting due to a question being raised regarding the ability of an LLC to use plans prepared by someone other than a licensed architect when the project will be built as an owner-builder project. I want to make it clear that the public hearing portion of this occurred at the September 4th meeting. Staff gave the staff report. The public hearing was open. Anyone that had any concerns had the ability to speak. So tonight we're just reporting that after researching the laws and regulations pertaining to signing architectural plans, it has been determined that the Planning Commission can take action on this project and a building permit can be issued for the construction with the following conditions added to your resolution. One, the name of the contracting business with an indication that the architectural plan set was drawn by licensed contractor Richard Behan on the date he drew them, with his signature and his contractor's license number listed must be shown on the signature block on each page. And two, when the building permit application is filed, the application must be filed with Richard Behan, licensed contractor, as the person filing the application. The LLC can be listed on the application as the owner. So the applicant on Monday did provide us an example of what the building permit plans will look like with the required signature block and his contractor's license and the date of the preparation of the permits. And he has agreed to comply with condition 2 when he fills out the building permit application. So we're recommending that the Planning Commission approve application 25-21 by adopting resolution 2025-21 with the inclusion of the conditions listed above and setting forth the findings and the conditions for the project approval. And we did have a couple of corrections to the revised resolution. On the first page, the second whereas, we want to add that the meeting from tonight. So after a duly noticed public hearing on September 4th, 2025 and September 18th, 2025. And then on page 3, we want to insert the date that the applicant used on his plans, which was September 15th, 2025, under the first whereas item number 1. And that would be the end of our changes. So that
Question through the chair.
Mhm.
So are we having another public hearing tonight?
No, you had a public hearing and it was closed at the last meeting.
All right, so then the reference in the second whereas clause
Oh, is it referenced as a public hearing?
should not be a reference to a second public hearing, but rather holding a duly noticed public hearing on September 4 and
Okay.
a subsequent commission meeting on September 18, 2025. I
Very
think
good.
that would
Yep.
be better. Thanks.
That's good. I've got that. Thank you.
Does anybody have questions for staff? And if not, anybody have any deliberation or, I know this is our third time seeing the project, and we had our public meeting last time, so I understand if folks are ready to offer a motion.
Well, I'll just add, if I might, that I'm really glad that this has been resolved. And given how long things typically can take, resolved relatively efficiently, even though it took 3 planning commission meetings. And I'm really hoping that everything works out from here on.
I'll make a motion. Motion to approve resolution 2025-21 by the Fairfax Planning Commission, conditionally approving application number 25-21 for a hill area residential development permit, design review permit, excavation permit, and a minimum front yard setback and combined side yard setback variance for the residents at 79 Wood Lane, with the 2 corrections noted by staff and Commissioner Newton.
Second.
Okay. We can do a roll call vote.
Okay. Swift,
Aye.
Kelly,
Aye.
Petrone,
Yes.
Jansen,
Aye.
Newton,
Aye.
Chair Pfeffer.
Aye. Thank you. The resolution passes unanimously. There is a 10-day appeals period. Information on the appeals process can be obtained from town staff. Thank you. Just want to say thank you. Echo Commissioner Newton's comments and, let you have to spend no more time sitting in these meetings. Okay. Okay, and we can now move on to, what? Um, And we got agenda item 2 next. This is the agenda item for 332 Cascade Drive. Okay.
Okay, so the project proposes replacing an approximately 142 square foot deck, wooden deck, on the eastern side of the house with a new enlarged approximately 182 square foot wooden deck. And also constructing a new approximately 30 square foot wooden balcony on the main or second floor of the front of the house. The new deck would be located in the same general footprint as the existing deck with a slight or about 2 foot expansion to the east. It would be approximately 8 feet off the ground at its highest, and the proposed balcony would be about 9 feet off the ground. The project requires approval of a conditional use permit for improvements on a substandard lot. And it conforms with applicable general plan policies, the residential land use designation of the site, as well as applicable objective zoning standards. It also would not constitute a grant of special privilege nor contravene the doctrines of equity and equal treatment. It would not cause a nuisance or adverse physical environmental effects on abutting properties, but would rather result in equal or better development of the premises than would otherwise be the case. The town did not receive any project specific comments or any comments from any of the town departments or outside agencies. Staff recommends that the Planning Commission move to approve application number 2523 by adopting resolution number 2025-23 that is in your packet.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Just to double clarify, so the only reason it's in front of us tonight is because it's a non-conforming lot substandard, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, it would be handled ministerially.
Yeah, and some aspects of the project were already handled with a building permit because of their just the house that has a lot of dry rot, so they needed to start work on some of that stuff they wanted to before it started raining.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
If there are no other questions for staff, I'll open the public hearing. And anyone in the public wishing to speak to this item may do so. Sure.
There we go. Thank you. Good evening. Just want to introduce myself. I'm the architect, Anju Updegrave. I'm here and the client's here. So if you have any questions, just go ahead and ask. I'm hoping this is a very straightforward application. It seems like it's about as minimal as you can usually get in front of you. So hopefully we can move smoothly through here. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. And do we have any raised hands on Zoom?
I see no hands on Zoom, Chair Pepper.
And did anybody on the commission have questions for the applicant? Okay, I'll go ahead and close the public hearing. Thank you. And bring it back to the commission for discussion or a motion.
I had a question for staff. When I got the explanation of what had already been taken care of with the building permit, and I'm looking at the drawings, and I did a site visit, it seems to me that there's going to need some exterior lighting on here once all of this is taken care of. So both for the front where they're building the balcony and also for the side deck. So I know in our reso, we have number 11, any new exterior light fixtures must be dark sky compliant, dark sky approved. And we have the rest of that standard paragraph there. But what I would like to see, and my question would be, building permits have been approved. We have the plans. The plans don't show additional lighting on there. And I would just change 11 to show that the lighting has to be approved by the planning department. Once they determine what they're going to need, how many lights, that type of thing. We've done that before with some applications.
Can I just ask Commissioner Swift, compliant, the evaluation by the staff would be to see that make sure it's compliant with this
Dark sky
paragraph 11.
approved, right, dark sky approved, and which means to me that they would submit the lighting requirements, where the lights go and what the light is.
Okay, thanks.
I'll make a motion.
Thank you.
Motion to approve Resolution 2025-23 of the Fairfax Planning Commission approving application number 25-23 for a conditional use permit for the replacement of approximately 142 square foot deck with an approximately 182 foot square deck and the construction of a new approximately 30 square foot balcony at 332 Cascade Drive with the additions as listed by Commissioner Swift to modify item 11 regarding dark sky compliant light fixtures.
I'll second.
Thank you. I think we can do a voice vote. All in favor of approving the resolution?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? None. Resolution passes unanimously. There's a 10-day appeals period. Information on the appeals process can be obtained from the town staff. Thank you. We're all set. You didn't miss that motion. I'm just going to have to do it on. Twenty minutes in, we are on item 3. The minutes. There are no discussion items this evening, so we'll move on to approval of the minutes from the August 21st and September 4th Planning Commission meetings.
I have some comments.
Yes.
On the August 21st minutes, it indicates that Commissioners Bella and Kelly were not there, but they were. So I think they need to be moved up to the present under the roll call item. And I don't know, I thought I saw another issue, but now I can't remember. So that's it.
Thank you. Does anyone else have comments on 21st? Yep. Commissioner Swift.
So under the commissioner comments and requests section, the section lists commissioner comments and requests, but does not include the planning director's responses to those, to include if there were comments, including commissioner questions. So I would like to see the following added. I asked about the northern spotted owl mapping that we had this year was confirmed as being current for this year, and the answer was yes. So I would like to add after bullet number 1, staff confirmed that the mapping was current for this year. And then on the safety element that was posted, and I commented that it did not include the local hazard mitigation plan as was approved, nor the copy provided to the Fairfax Library for its government section. I'd like to add to the minutes, planning director stated that staff is working on putting it together and should have it completed by the end of the month or beginning of the next month to include providing the library a hard copy for the Fairfax section of the government documents section. And I can just email those to you if, okay. Because I think without the responses back from the planning director, it just says, the statement of general commissioner comments or questions, but it leaves it there and doesn't show the responses back from staff. Oh, and one last one. I'm sorry. I think the meeting was adjourned at 8:30, not 9:30. At least that's what I have in my notes that I took that night. So that would be the last page.
That'd be very short. Was it that short?
And I don't have anything on the September 4th.
Thank you. And appreciate your comments on the commissioner comments and requests. I think it's helpful. It's sort of the devil of having this sort of intermediary amount of detail in the minutes where, could be confusion by omission. Does anyone else?
For me, I think I agree with Commissioner Swift. That's a very good observation. I think the same would be true for the second meeting agenda. There's also 2 items with 2 questions, and a short answer would then apply as well to the September 4th. There's actually only 1 question.
Just one. And I think the answer was no. Oh, it was? Okay.
The answer was yes. They didn't adopt it, by the way. So we're taking it back to on the 15th.
Okay.
Well, it seems my role tonight, so I'll ready to move to approve the meeting minutes from September 4th and September. That's also September 4th. Hang on. August 21st, right? With the following comments, the August 21st, the commissioners absent, John Bella and Brett Kelly, should be changed to being present. Commissioner Swift suggestion that if under the commissioner comments and request for both agendas, apart from just the question, the answer should be noted. I believe that's it. And there was one more. No? Okay.
I'll second.
Okay. Do a voice vote to approve. All in favor of approving the minutes?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? None. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Is there a planning director's report? Is there any updates?
Yeah, I have 2 items, both involving other meetings. First of all, we had our first BPAC meeting on Monday, which I think it went really well. We had a kind of a U shape out here And it's a very large committee because the town council wanted everybody to be on it that applied. And so we had 7 kind of voting members and then 4 alternates. And we already have our student member. And then the mayor is the council liaison. So it's a really big group. We didn't have any members of the public at this one, but we're hoping maybe we can, if we advertise a little bit better, maybe we can get some more members of the public to come to the next one, which would be October 20th at 7 o'clock. It's a Monday. And so this was kind of an introductory meeting. And so we kind of unveiled some scope concepts and the kind of the public involvement plan, and are hoping to get more comments and dialogue at the next meeting. And in the meantime, we are proposing that the council hire a consultant, which is TJKM, at the next meeting to help us with the technical aspects of the plan. So there's that one. And then the other one is we have a legal expert on housing laws, state housing laws, coming to town on September 29th. For a limited engagement with the town council, and the planning commission is invited to that. So it's a joint meeting with the town council and the planning commission. So you are all invited to attend that meeting on the Monday, the 29th at 7 o'clock, I think is the starting time.
Is it the 29th or the 30th?
It's the Monday.
Okay, then I'll have to go back and check the town's website because I thought I saw the 30th, but I could be wrong.
Well, let's make sure right now so we're not giving out misinformation. But I was pretty sure it was on the Monday.
The website does say 30th, so
It does say the 30th. Oh.
and the 30th is Tuesday, so you're both right.
Okay, I'm still not confident in that.
The website also says 5 p.m. instead of 7. Just FYI.
So my maybe just my calendar screwed up.
But the 5 p.m. was sort of interesting just because we normally would have something a little bit later.
Yeah, 5 p.m. is
Upcoming meetings. Town council meeting.
5 to 9.
5 p.m. Okay. September 30th. Well, I think we have to go with what's on the website. So I must have had something screwed up with my calendar on my phone. So I'm glad we clarified that. So Tuesday, 5 p.m. Right here. Planning Commission's invited.
So not a joint meeting. We're just invited like the rest of
I
the
think we're
public.
called a joint meeting, although here it's not advertised as a joint meeting.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm gonna get that clarified.
Okay.
See if it needs maybe it's incorrectly posted. Because I think if it is the planning commission and the council, then it has to be a joint meeting.
Right. So we could just be invited like the rest of the community. I don't know. But if you would
Yeah.
send something out and clarify that, that would be good.
I will get that clarified. I think it was originally just going to be a special town council meeting, and then the town manager thought it was a really good idea to make it a joint meeting, but it probably just didn't get changed yet on the web. So, but I will verify that and let you guys all know tomorrow.
And then will that be broadcast and Zoomed so that
Yes.
the rest of the public can?
Yes, I am relatively sure that that is correct. I'd say 95% sure. I'm not 100% confident, but
Because I guess
find
that would
out
make
too.
sense because there was a questionnaire online for people to submit
Mhm.
questions. Okay.
And I assume if we have an expert, they'll want a recording of what the guidance.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I would assume it's a housing law specialist. perhaps?
Yes, it's a housing
BBK?
law specialist. Yep. It's not with BBK. It's I don't think I'd be giving anything up if I told you who it was. Um, Barbara Kotz, Kautz. And she's a land use attorney, housing expert, and a while back she used to be the community development director for Corte Madera. So she's been in the area for a long time. And that's all I have.
Thank you. We can then move on to commissioner comments, requests. Yes, Commissioner Newton.
This is just a commissioner reminder because I had to remind myself today that we have the ethics training due also by September 30th. And it's I think a 2-hour course, they say.
Thank you. I was supposed to do that reminder also.
Anyone else? Yes.
Can you give an update on the status of the safety element with the local hazard mitigation plan and putting it in the library? Where we are on that?
I think we pretty much we have a digital version of all that put together. We just haven't like hit the print button yet. So I'll make that a priority to get that done. So
And I haven't looked on the website, but it's been updated on the website then with that hazard mitigation plan or no?
no,
Okay.
it's just sitting on our desktops right now.
All right.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed? Okay, meeting is adjourned.